Oh darling, they're wealthy, but they're no Vanderbilt. Just joking. But maybe you've heard of Vanderbilt before. He's someone that everyone who's wealthy pretty much is compared to. How wealthy is he compared to Vanderbilt? Cornelius Vanderbilt is said to be one of the 10th richest man of all time for businessmen. He became a business tycoon before the term tycoon was even invented, when the idea of one man becoming so wealthy in the United States was absolutely unheard of. He is one of the pioneers of the railroad industry, of the ferry industry, and he's one of the people who helped make the United States great. He did this by, building an empire that connected the United States to other countries through transportation. And he did it in a way that at the time was unfathomably successful. But Cornelius Vanderbilt began from very humble beginnings, born on Staten Island and really not very well educated. In fact, he hated reading, he hated writing, up to the point of his death. He has very little record about him. At the age of 11, he actually dropped out of school to go work for his father in the ferry industry. At the age of 16, he stopped working for his father to go work for himself and start his own ferry company, getting a loan from his mother, who ended up being quite the loan shark for him. And then from there, building an empire that to this day lives on, that to this day, Vanderbilt is a name connected to wealth. It's connected to prosperity, to his posterity. And so who is the man? Who is the man behind the name? Who is the man, and what can you learn from him? The number one thing I would say to learn from him today, to keep this short, is his mindset, which was very challenging to find but worth it. One key factor in his mindset was absolute confidence in himself. He was willing to bet on him. He was willing to bet on his goals, even when no one else was willing to do it. Even if the banks turned him down, he was willing to say, I know I can do this, and I know I can beat everyone who dares get in my way. He would bet $20 to up to $100,000, and keep in mind this was a really long time ago. And so $100,000, which even now is a lot to bet, was even more back then. That would be in the millions, that would be in the multi-millions, betting $100,000. At one point he had a boat that he had designed. It was a ferry, and he bet it was the fastest on the water. And he took this bet, and someone was willing to take it, and they had a race, and his boat actually lost. He lost the bet, but this did not dissuade him. He knew that even if he lost this bet, he could become the best. He took the loss of this bet to actually be a rallying cry for himself, and he built the fastest boat from that. So are you willing to bet on yourself? Are you willing to bet on your own success, that yes, you can be the best, even if no one else believes in you? That is your challenge. Take your list of goals and say, okay, am I willing to bet on myself? Am I willing to bet that by the end of December, I can complete my book? Am I willing to bet that by the end of this month, I can lose 3 pounds? He made it so that when he bet, it would hurt if he lost. Not only his pride, but his pocketbook. So I want to take that format of betting on yourself, making it hurt if you should fail. Make failure not even an option. Burn those bridges. So the challenge is to go to the website Stick. STICKK. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but going to Stick and making the challenge for yourself. You can actually place a bet on yourself, and you have to bet on what you're willing to accomplish. I bet I will work out every day. I bet I will do this. Do you have that much confidence? I believe in you. Your goals deserve to be bet on. You deserve to be bet on, even if it's just by you. So, begin today. If you haven't begun by all our other videos, begin today and start creating that $1 billion mindset.